Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Conquests of the Longbow. Let's see what the various plan options give us when we try to get the treasure train. The men are on alert. They'll be here as quickly as they can manage. I hear Little John coming already. Alright, so we've got our list of options. Let's see. And all of this is going to be the same. Sometimes we can click through these and sometimes we can't. I don't know why. It just seems very weird. Okay, so John's option was demand surrender, attack from all sides. Will's was ambush from the overlook only. Alan, demand surrender with fanfare. Tuck, surprise ambush from two sides. Much, create panic with wild boars. So Tuck's is the best one. Which one is the worst? Oh, okay. Apparently, because I've lost so many outlaws, some of these will fail. All right. Let's see. So apparently it says that anything other than Tuck's option right now will lead to the loss of the treasure. So let's start with Muchins. Create panic with wild boars. Well, that's that. They've gotten past us. No need to remain here. We may as well return to camp and lick our wounds, so to speak. There was naught left but to straggle wearily back to the camp, where we sat gloomily pondering our loss as night fell. Oh. There's like no animation. I'm sorry, it's all my fault. Nay, lad, 'twas I who chose to race around the forest like a headless chicken after a bunch of vicious pigs that gored one of our own men and refused to run in any direction even close to Watling Street. Oh, hey, we are down to 19. Once the Baron heard us thrashing about, he doubled the pace. They were long past the Overlook or any other place where we might attack by the time we regrouped. We must face the sad truth. We have lost the treasure. Our duty is unchanged. When the Queen's Knight arrives, we'll turn over as much ransom as we have. Let it not be said we failed to keep our trust, no matter that our efforts are disappointing. Robin, it pains me to remind you, but what of the password you must give the knight? That knowledge died with Marion. In truth, I'm unsure what to do about this lack. Though I met her only once, I believe a woman of such wisdom would overcome death itself if you were in need. Those are strange words, Will Scarlet. But I did not dream of Marion, only of the empty willow grove and leaves whispering softly in the wind. Okay, so we can actually continue without getting the treasure. I did not actually realize that. We lost one person there. So let's go ahead and restore. We'll try this again. I don't like that you can't save at the option screen. You have to go through all of this all over again. I guess what the FAQ meant by two options was the options were get the treasure or not get the treasure. So we're not going to go for that one because we only lost one, and it was just kind of silly. Okay, so... ambush from their overlook only, or demand... We're going to leave Allen's for last. Let's go with... Will's. Ambush from the overlook only. I did get some points. I like that guy running there. Although I think in the successful one, we were chasing one of their men. There's definitely two corpses up here. Oh. Two more people went down. Uh-oh. Are we signaling a surrender? I mean, not a surrender, but a retreat? I think we are. Retreat! Retreat! The battle is lost! Our numbers were too small. Now they are even less, and we've lost our one chance to gain the treasure. This is a grim and unhappy day. There was naught left but to straggle wearily back to camp, where we sat gloomily pondering our loss as night fell. Speak up, men. The blame lies with me. So we lost 6 men that way. For once, Robin, I must agree, though it grieves me full sore to speak such words. I failed you miserably. Choose a new leader, for I'm no longer worthy of your trust. You think we're as fickle as that? I do not count myself a better man. Nor I. I couldn't take your place. We may not be well pleased with you this day, but we'll not abandon you. You shame me even more. Let's put it behind us and think on what we should do, what should be done now. Okay, so that I believe is the same. So let's go back. So we actually got a fair number of points that way. It might be that if you've gotten to this point without losing any men, more of these options would be successful. That's my guess. All right. So we ambush from the overlook only. This time we will demand surrender, attack from all sides. I actually gained more points that way. I mean, I did not gain as many points as the previous. Still like this guy being chased down here. Well, there go all of our archers. Retreat! Retreat! The battle is lost! Our numbers were too small. Now they're even less, and we've lost our one chance to gain the treasure. This is a grim and unhappy day. So we lost 7 this time. There was naught left but to straggle wearily back. Speak up, men. The blame lies with me. That's the same. That's the same. That is actually all the same. Interesting. Okay. So Allen's apparently has the funniest conversation at night. So we'll go with that option. And that will be our ending, you know, the one that we'll actually run with. So we'll lose the most men this way. Seems suitable. We show our strength, our 20 men, yes. That is great. Alan, demand surrender with fanfare. You get the fewest points for this one. Still like that guy running down there. It might be that with this, I mean, at this point, Tux is the only one that does succeed. I don't know. Retreat, retreat, the battle is lost. Our numbers were too small. Now they are even less, and we've lost our one chance to gain the treasure. So now we lost 8 outlaws that way, and gained the fewest points. Speak up, men. The blame lies with me. Actually, that's the exact same. Huh. Okay. That is actually the exact same text for all of them. Alright, well. It's actually kind of disappointing. It's good you're up. Will sent me with a warning. The sheriff has loosed his mongrels to plague us again. Will urges you not to go abroad until they're gone their way. Yet I must, for the Queen's Knight will ride along Watling Street, and I must not miss him. Aye, that's what I told Will you'd say. But go carefully, master. You'll have little chance if they catch you in the forest alone. I'm heading south. Will said to leave the overlook to you. Thank you, John. May the Virgin Lady protect you. Aye, and you. Okay, so we are expecting the Queen's Knight today, but we do not have the password. Well, first of all, let's head here. Let's take a quick save. And we'll just do the same thing again. I said go off the screen. This should be the quickest way of doing it. Alright. Same thing again. I suppose I could have looked for another grove, but that sounds like effort. It's just that it would help if I knew where the other groves were and I could just wander around them. Oh, I got more points. Ah, filthy points. Get out of here. I don't want any of you. Now, the question is, how do I get the password? Well, if we head to the grove, we did have a little dream, and let me see what the word is that I need to use. Okay. So, I am looking for S. I don't think I've used A yet at all. I... L, L, and E. That is the word for willow. Did Marion whisper a password to you? Her spirit whispers through us, restless, filled with need. Her spirit bids us give you this word, the password you seek. Ransom. I think that this is another thing that changes, so... Let's go ahead and grab that. And... then we just go to the Overlook. It's good I have such trusted men. While I eluded the sheriff's men, they found the Queen's Knight and hold him for me upon Watling Street. I'll join them at once. So you're the leader of this rabble. What's the meaning of this? Sire, I beg you to forgive my men if they angered you. They only did as I bade them. Do you not come to Sherwood seeking me? You'll learn nothing from me as long as I'm surrounded by outlaws. My men are completely trustworthy. You've nothing to fear from them. I order you to send them away. Very well, very well. Men, you'd best leave. I don't like it, Robin, not one bit. Neither do I. Then go because I ask it of you. Bah, Queen's Knight or no Queen's Knight, you could use a lesson in manners. Well, explain yourself or step aside. I've no time to waste on a common outlaw. I'll not move a step until I learn what I need to know. Then you'd best be quick about it or my sword will teach you to move. Alright, so we want to spell out the word ransom. And finally, M. What were you doing with your hand? Perhaps you didn't watch closely enough the first time. Shall I do it again? If you have business with me, get on with it. R. A. N. S. O. M. There we go. What's the meaning of that? Answer me! Then you cannot be the true Queen's Knight. What have you done with him? Oh, it switched off. Here's your answer. Nope. Me first. Every instinct I have told me this knight was no Queen's man. But now I must prove that I was right. He carried this letter, sealed with the imprint of the Prior's ring. The letter reads, I advise the prince that we have succeeded in our mission. The cub is taken, the lion is caged. It's signed by the Prior of the monastery and addressed to the Sheriff of Nottingham. That is an impressive horse just sitting there while I shot his rider off of him. I stayed within range of your horn, Master. What's happened here? Why'd you kill the Queen's Knight? He wasn't the Queen's man. He carried a written message to the Sheriff from the Prior. Proof of the conspiracy with Prince John. Ah, it's blood! What of the true Queen's Knight? We must find him. Okay, well, I think if we just leave here at this point, it'll end the day. Actually, you know what? I wonder if we can do this a little bit differently. When exactly did I save it? I think this is before I turned into a tree. Alright, so I'm going to have to redo this, this bit again, but should be fine. Alright, we'll spell out D U I. Where's R again? Ah, there it is. Gotta wait for this guy to pass, but that's fine. Alright, let's go get the password again. So I'll see if I can just shoot the knight outright rather than like talking to him and everything like that. Alright, we need to spell out S A I. There doesn't appear to be any way to actually give the ransom to him either. Yep, still ransom. Let's see if I can just shoot him outright. Oh, I do have to wait until they leave. It's interesting how John goes off that side and then comes in from the other. You can. You don't actually have to do that. Do the password. Interesting. Okay. Alright, now if we just leave... By dusk, the forest was clear of the sheriff's men, for they're not brave enough to roam Sherwood at night. Nonetheless, I counted men anxiously as they returned to camp one by one. When all were safely returned or counted for, I joined my friends by the fire. I grow weary of these sheriff's men tramping through our territory like vermin. Aye, it's an outrage. The sheriff must think this is his forest. We cannot let him hinder us. We must find the true Queen's knight, even should he set a soldier behind every tree. We'd better sleep on it then. Tomorrow may well be a desperate day. Okay, and in the next episode, I am going to get up to the night on off-screen, simply because it takes some time, and we will pick the episode back up as we are escaping, and then proceed through the ending. That's pretty much where we are. We'll get the bad ending. See just how bad that is. See you next time, everyone.